Is there a difference between, is there my version of my life and Source's version of my life?
Yeah. As long as you're in your physical body, you will never appreciate yourself like Source does. You can come close, but you've always got that edge because you remember what your mother said. It's hard to get over that. You wore that yellow jacket.
I get it. I'm getting closer and closer.
Your true blending happens when you reemerge into non-physical. But see, that's not the goal.
Can we do that here?
Well, the goal is to be in your body and aligned. That's the best. But can you do it 100% of the time? You could, but you'd be so bored. Because the contrast stimulates you to the more. And so what you want to do is get into this accepting attitude that contrast is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a chosen thing. It's a wanted thing. It's a necessary thing. It's a helpful thing. That the contrast is what causes the expansion.
It's a dance. It's a dance between us. It's almost like making love. It's a resistance, and then surrender, resistance, and then surrender.
Oh, you're saying it better than we have. It's like we've been talking about this sort of sliding scale of alignment and not. And so there are factors involved, like how strong is the desire? That's a factor. If you really want something, it almost doesn't matter what you believe. If the desire is strong enough, it's going to take a little time, but it's going to happen. If your resistance is really strong and you don't have any desire, then that resistance is going to be the way that it comes. For most of you, it's that you want it, but 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 you want it, but. So you don't understand the law of attraction's response to you because you go this way and this way and this way and this way and this way. So you don't see strong, fast enough, obvious enough evidence. That's why we like it when you become deliberate, because when you decide that you want to feel good and you decide that feeling good means alignment and you realize that you've got a vortex version and you want to tap into it, so you feel good on purpose, and so you make decisions on purpose, and then you calibrate to that feeling better by making lists of positive aspects and by playing the placemat process game and by looking for easy good feeling existing already matches, meaning you look for what's already there. You don't make it up in order to try to make it fit. And as you get better and better at those kinds of aligning things, then what begins to happen is you merely point at it and boom, there it is. And you think, whoa, that is how it is supposed to work. I wanted it from a place of clear wanting, not from a place of guilt or compensation or trying to get even with anybody. I just wanted it because I wanted it and because I've practiced that feeling of success, which is what satisfaction feels like. And I pointed, and so there it is. That's how it is. When you want something purely, that's why when Esther got that strong defensiveness back from someone she loves more than life itself, nearly, she thought, whoa, how did I do that? Because she now knows it's law of attraction, not law of somebody giving you what they've decided to give you. There's no law of assertion. It's only attraction. There's no assertion. There's only attraction. If you're getting it, you're summoning it. Once you connect those dots, once you set an intention and you practice the thought of it and you feel good about it and you find yourself feeling that way more often than feeling the opposite of it, and then boom, evidence. That's what's so fantastic about being in these physical bodies, where your awarenesses can manifest into things that you can then observe. You live in this environment where you can interpret what's vibrationally in your atmosphere through seeing and hearing and smelling and tasting and touching, but it has to be a really strong signal before that translation can even begin to take place. And that's what you all signed on for. You said, I'll go, I'll sift and sort, I'll define and I'll decide, and then we come along to remind you, and I'll calibrate until I'm good, until I'm better at thinking about what I want than noticing its absence. And once you get the gist of this and you start doing it on purpose, then anything that happens, wanted or not, when Esther got that reaction back, she thought, man, I did that. I know I did that because the law says I did. There was no equivocation in her wondering. She knew she attracted it. How did I do that? Well, the next 25 conversations she had with that person said, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Your opinions often attract from people, places, environments, things that you do not want.
Abraham, you just gave me so much clarity. When I was a kid, I thought that my father had abandoned me, and that's why I wanted to be loved and famous and rich. And then I got that, but it was from the void. It was from lack. And then
It's not enough, is it? You can't fill the void with anything
enough.
else.
It was
you can
never
only fill
enough.
the void with alignment, right?
It was never enough. It was never enough. And then I lost it all, and then I got simple, and I fell in love with myself.
Would you say the Lord's Prayer to us again? Just start it.
Our Father. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I just realized.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I just realized.
You can have it all.
Yeah.
You can have it all. You can have fame and fortune and alignment. That's what you came for. You can have it all. Yeah. Because this business of sacrifice is the same business as putting the canoe in upstream. Proving, defending, justifying, sacrificing. And you're out on the bleeding edge with that because your inner being is not helping you at all. You're rowing that boat alone.
It's really exhausting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good?
I'm good.
Really good.
Thank you. I love you.